Lights are off on the safety car of the Corvette. Jack Aitken leads Sheldon Vanderlinde, then Tom Blomqvist, Roland Grosjean, and Matt Campbell. Round out your top 5 in GTP.
91% energy remaining for the 31 and the 25 on this restart. 40's going to get back up because the category and class splits are ongoing right now.
Here we go. And the final couple of corners, Jack Aitken puts his foot on the gas through the final corner. And we're underway. Jack Aitken gets a big launch. He is gone. Green flag for Aitken. He is way gone on this restart. Here comes Matt Campbell. Look at the inside of Roman Grosjean. Now goes to the outside. Campbell around the outside on Grosjean. Now it sets up the inside through turn 2. Side by side for 4. A little bit of argy-bargy, some door banging. Campbell around the outside. And he passes Grosjean. Well, that's not Campbell, that's the lap car of Felipe Nasr.
I think Grosjean may have gotten that radio call because right there as they started to come to the chicane, you know how hard-nosed driver Romain Grosjean is.
Aitken now in the lead, then Vanderlinde, then Tom. The lap car of Felipe Nasr. Now we go to the GT Pro battle. Lauren and Seb side by side for second. Lauren and Rexy keeps P2. Seb in the 64 looking. Lauren keeps second for now. As they head. As they head for the final couple of quarters, we have a penalty. Pit lane speeding for Windward, the class-leading Mercedes and GTD, the championship leaders. Phillip caught speeding in the pit lane. He will have the pit. And Phillip and Windward will come into the pit lane from the lead, and that is a killer penalty for the 57. That'll put the Inception Ferrari, Frederik, to the front.
52-second drive down pit lane. They will go all the way to the back and look at the points change in real time. The great thing about it is that penalty came down, the call came down instantly when we went back to green and gave them the opportunity.
And the 40 Wayne Taylor car, who's way behind the pack, is stuck in GTD traffic. After making a late pit stop, is trying to carve its way through the field.
It's absolutely brutal for that team. I mean, he was like...
And the Tower Motorsports LMP2 car also catching up to this GTD Pro traffic, so already prototypes that the GTD Pro cars have to deal with. Phillip now out of the pit lane. He's basically lost half a lap to the leaders now at GTD. Number 70 Ferrari and Frederik, who's in the car leading the way.
So despite this penalty, goal remains the same, guys. Enter Petit with a slight lead, so you have a little bit of breathing room going into a super chaotic season finale.
Super chaotic, but when you look at GTD running
on board with the Aston Martin Valkyrie, Roman behind the wheel. 24 BMW right in front of him. Down the backstretch. Now we go to the LMP2 battle. The United cars battling each other for the lead of the race. That's Paul DeResta and Ben Hanley. The rest of the 22 leads Ben Hanley, then Mikkel in third for TDS. Dane Cameron and Felipe Fraga for AO Racing and Riley. DeResta leading, then Hanley. They head to the final couple of corners. And the LMP2 points as they run. If the 22 wins, they'll cut the gap down to 35 points in the championship to the 99 AO Racing car. Here's Roman Grosjean on the outside of Nasr in the turn 1. They're side by side. Grosjean now on the inside for turn 2, and they bang into each other. Grosjean, Nazar side by side. Nazar has the edge. Grosjean trying to roll the outside, and he can't. Nazar clears.
The Lamborghini's had a best of 7 so far. Just lay out and let Nazar go. Grosjean finally backing off. I think the problem is...
Now Grosjean looking to the inside again on Nazar, but he has to stay in line. He doesn't have the pace.
Grosjean is built to finish fourth.
He is. Now he's getting around Lauren, and now he's getting around Hesse. Vanderlinde trying to close in, but he won't get around the Paul Miller BMW as now Seb looks to the outside of Lauren. Former teammates last season in that AO Porsche.
Look at that BMW and GTD Pro this
Trying to battle each other now here in GTD Pro. You gotta watch out for the GTP traffic. The 60 gets held up. Tom gets held up behind the 77 Rexy, and over the curb goes Seb. Nearly takes out Lauren. Breeze gets around him now. Back on Sims. Lauren, Sims side by side through the S's. Sims on the inside, Lauren on the outside. Off of turn 9, they'll head to turn 10. And now the deep braking zone of turn 11. The other Corvette following. Door banging into 11. Sims gets by, and Lauren goes wide. Lauren goes wide. Lauren goes too far. He ran wide. I'm not sure if he got hit by the 4 of Nicky Katzberg, but Lauren runs wide. He falls down to 6th. And Seb made a move to turn 3 and pushed Lauren off the track. Let's see if Nicky gets a penalty. Here's Campbell on Ringer again. Ringer on the outside. It's going to be close. He runs wide and into the wall. Woo! That was close. He hangs on. Man, but he loses the spot to Campbell and Nico Mueller as well. Ringer pushing on the 22 now. Woo! Man. Wow, that was close. That was a lucky escape for Ringer. Tried to get around the 96 Turner BMW, and he ended up in the grass and the wall. For the S's, Dillman gets third. With the United cars side by side. DeResta and Hanley, they're all together. With the Aston Martin right there. Dillman gets held up by the Heart of Racing Aston Martin. The United cars, they make it 3. They're going to squeeze in. Around goes DeResta. Hanley gets into him. Hanley tried to force it up the middle, and he spins DeResta. DeResta off in turn 11. Oh, and the 34 spins. The 34 Conquest Ferrari goes around. That's Daniel Serra in 4th at the moment for GTD. And Daniel gets it back going. But DeResta, let's see a replay here. DeResta on the outside. Hanley tries to split up the middle between Dillman and DeResta. There wasn't any room, and DeResta gets turned around on the squeeze play. So we'll see, and around goes Ben Hanley again. He gets taken out by Sebastian Bourdais, who just came out of the pits. That's in the middle of the S's. Hanley backs it into the barrier. Bourdais gets back going in front of him, and Ben Hanley almost hit his teammate again. DeResta almost runs into Hanley while Hanley's trying to get back onto the track. That was close. It looks like Bourdais hopped over the curb and clipped Ben Hanley as he was going by, and they both spin. Hanley backs into the barrier, and Bourdais gets it back going. CrowdStrike LMP2 pitted, and it gives Mikkel and TDS Racing the lead, as here comes Blomqvist on the back of Aitken. Into 7. Blomqvist looks outside. Aitken defensive in the 7. Ricky Taylor's here. And Aitken hangs on for now. Tom right there. Ricky to the inside. Big 7 to 9. Side by side, Ricky and Tom. What a send. They're dead even. They'll go to the right-hander, turn 10. Ricky with the nose out front. Into turn 11. Can he complete the pass? Move the Wayne Taylor 10 in the second. It's a Cadillac 1-2. Number 31, Welland Cadillac, has not won since last year's 12 Hours of Sebring. It's been a long time for them. They're under 10 minutes away from getting their first win in a year and a half. And Cadillac has top two positions right now here in Indianapolis. Jack Aitken has been dominant today. That whole Welland 31 Cadillac has been dominant today. But there's still 9 minutes to go, and anything can happen in 9 minutes, especially here in Indianapolis.
If they can find victory lane in Indianapolis. 31 score, they've seen a podium since last May. Took 24, not this year.
Here's a battle between Hanley and Toby goes around. He backs into the wall. That's going to be a full course yellow. Toby backs into the wall. In turn 10, 11, and the caution comes out. His face, rather. You can't believe what he just did. Here's a replay. Dillman, Hanley, Toby goes to the inside of Hanley. He's on the curb. He loses it on the grass. He had a tire on the grass, and he backs into the fence. And the whole rear wing end plate goes flying into the middle of the track. And that was an optimistic move by Toby. I don't know if he should have done it. I think he should have waited. No, I take that back. He should have waited. And ends up spinning after putting a tire on the grass and bang into the back.
We already saw Toby Salary moving in the cockpit. Flag only, and like you said,
2:13 to go. It's going to be a green-white checker. Green flag only on this restart. Here we go. Second to last corner. Pace car is in. Jack Aitken's on the gas. Jack Aitken is going. He has a great restart. Jack Aitken is gone. What a great restart again by Jack Aitken. Green flag is out. Can Ricky Taylor get back to him? They're warming the tires. They're heading to turn 1. Into 1. Aitken, then Taylor, then Blomqvist, then Vantor. Van der Zandt, a fifth. Still all side, single file. Aitken looking really good. Ricky trying to get to him. Ricky on fumes trying to win this race. A minute and a half to go. We're coming to the white flag this time. Time doesn't matter. It's a 2-lap shootout to the win. Aitken in front. Into 7. Ricky trying to close in. But it looks like Aitken's starting to scoot away. Heading to 9. Aitken looking really good at the moment. He's really increasing that gap to Ricky Taylor. Tom right behind Ricky. Can he get to Ricky is the question. I don't know. Final couple of corners. Jack Aitken to turn 12. Now to turn 13. The sweeping right-hander onto the front stretch. White flag is out at Indianapolis. One more lap to go on the battle on the bricks. 6 hours comes down to a 2-lap green-white checker to Jack Aitken. Looking for the win. Into 1. Aitken's got a gap of a second. This Welland Cadillac has not won in a year and a half since last year's 12 hours of Sebring, when Pippo Durrani was still in the car with Jack Aitken. Now, Jack Aitken and Earl, they're together, as well as Frederik Vesti. And they're half a lap away from winning here in Indianapolis. Turn 7. Aitken dives into the left-hander. It's all smooth sailing for Jack Aitken right now. Through the S's for the final time. Oh, the Rexy Porsche's off. The Rexy Porsche's in the grass. Lauren in trouble. Jack Aitken through turn 10. Heading to turn 11. The final big braking zone. Aitken's through turn 11. Heading to turn 12. Cadillac has finally won an IMSA this year. It's their first win of the year in GTP. It'll come at the 6 hours in Indianapolis. The Welland Cadillac finally reaches victory lane. Jack Aitken across the bricks. A winner at Indianapolis. The Welland Cadillac back on top. Earl Bamber, Frederik Vesti enjoying it on the pit wall. TDS Racing winners at LMP2. Mikkel takes it across the line. And here comes the Multimatic Ford ahead of Albert and the Dragon Speed Ferrari. Seb will take it across the line. The 64 Multimatic Ford Mustang wins in Indianapolis. And the number 70 GTD Inception Ferrari. Frederik takes it across the line. They win their first ever IMSA race. Frederik Schandorf, Inception Racing. Ferrari, their first ever class win. Seb Rio in the number 64 Multimatic Ford. They win GTD Pro. Mikkel Jensen wins LMP2 for TDS Racing. What a race. Aitken, Bamber, Vesti on top in GTP. Cadillac a 1-2, their first win of the year. 3 in a row for TDS. Mikkel Jensen, Stephen Thomas, and Hunter McElroy. GTD Pro, Seb Rio, Mike Rockefeller. They get it done. And GTD, for the first time ever, Inception Ferrari comes across the line as winners after losing their hood. They win with Frederik Schandorf, Brendan Arieb, and Ollie Milroy.